Howard, Hadley, Cassidy, Kerry, Sherratt, Lee, Blease, Hanson, Bradshaw, McWaddle, and the substitutes Williams and Burgess. Cutsyke, Trevor Dove, Tony Dove, Ian Watson, Kevin Simpkins, Kevin Holmes, Darren Wilkinson, R. Punchard, T. Waite, Watson, Steels, Morgan, Crosswaite, Tony Miller, Tomlinson, and Watson again, Martlock. I have here a couple of Crosswaite Cutsyke players. Mark Travis, what are your thoughts about this game? The lads are all G'd up for a good game, have they?
Yeah, definitely.
The coach has trained us well all week. He's prepared us for the match, and we're in a fighting mood.
Very good. Well, that's the word from the Cutsyke camp, and these lads will be giving their thoughts on the game as it proceeds. The referee is about to kick off. She's on that. Salford being Sherratt driving out there. Cutsyke, of course, will be very pleased to be playing in this match, and they'll be full of vigour to show that they're not the underdogs that everyone says they are. Shane Hanson taken down. Mark Lee. Oh, and there's a run there. And that's Aidan Hadley. It's the last tackle. There'll be a kick here now. And it's a kick from Frank Cassidy, a high one. Well taken by Tony Dunn. Trevor Dunn rather, the full-back, and kick downfield to David Fell, full-back today, place of Gibson. David Fell, and there's a nice ball. And that ball, that pass from Martin Burkitt was lost by Tex Evans, and they went into touch. Big front row forward there, Tony Waite for the Cutsyke team. Won that ball out. We've got Kevin Simpkins, the centre for Cutsyke, making a half break. Good run there, good, and a good move by Cutsyke. And a good football there from the amateur team. And that's the hooker, Chris Watson, making his blown away there. Now's the last tackle. Will we see a drop goal and a score? Taken down at a turnover. What do you think of the first few minutes?
Well, we're holding a zone at the moment, right? And we can't really tell it, but probably a bit fitness lockdowns in the second half, maybe. But you never know, do you?
Well, Cutsyke certainly showing that they no strangers to the game of rugby league. They may all be amateurs, but they're very keen lads here having a go. And Shane Hanson. And this first portion of any game, especially a cup game, is always hard, good tackling, and there's it, Martin Burkitt. And a quick up there to smother that move out between Cassidy and Ian Sherratt, but there's a nice little kick. Oh, and he's got the ball, he's recovered the ball there. And that's a good recovering by Cutsyke, but that was a good break. There's a nice little kick through and gathered again by Cassidy, but Cutsyke cover was efficient. And that's a big number 8, Tony Waite. And that's and David Felt coming through from fullback, having gathered that clearing kick. There's A.D. Hadley going through the centre for his wing position. Mark Lee, Cassidy, Ian Blease, David Felt, and Cutsyke certainly tackling hard and well. There's a nice little run through there from Bradshaw. Oh yes, and there's Tex Evans. And Tex Evans will score under the sticks. Yes, the first real move of the match. Nice passing. Crisp passing, although Cutsyke were on the verge of intercepting the ball. Actually went to Hansen, but Hansen took it quite well, and the ball flashed along to Tex Evans, who had little difficulty in scoring the first try. Kerry with an easy conversion here, and he kicks that his 106th goal of the season. So, a bit disappointed, but I don't think he'll be downhearted at the effort you lads have put in so far. They've been tackling very well.
Plenty of pride going on, like, and they'll come good. We're going to score. We've got to go.
Well, there's a prediction. There's another 78 minutes. 74. Right. There's Cassidy and Shane Hansen there. Mark Lee acting half-back. Goes there to Mickey Waddle. And there's Blease taken down well. A good low tackle. Oh, and Cassidy. Yes. Oh, and he's taken Tony Howard to pass the ball one-handed, but it went to a Cutsyke player. Yes, the referee, it was a knock-on. He waited for the advantage. So there's Kerry. And there's A.D. Hadley takes an inside pass from Kerry there. And it's been kicked through, right through at the scrum. So it's another scrum with Salford's put in. And a free kick to Salford at that scrum, some infringement. Now then, Salford set up an attack from close into the line, and it's Shane Hansen. Mark Lee acting half-back. And that pass came to grief. It's a well-rehearsed move by Salford, but it came to grief there. gone to ground. And this is a repeat of the opening section of the game against Runcorn on Tuesday, where Salford put a lot of passing moves together, but unfortunately a lot of passes also went to ground. Cutsyke with possession. Tony Miller. And there's the hooker, Watson. Getting a punch there. Kick's going into touch on the halfway line. A good kick. Cassidy there, Tony Howard. Cassidy did well to hold that ball, yes. Mick Waddle. Mark there, acting half-back to Shane Hansen. A good tackle there. Kerry. Cassidy. Oh yes, it is. Oh, and another pass from Salford has gone straight to the Cutsyke's player. It's an half-back going through at the play of the ball. There's Tony Miller, who I'm told is interested Oldham this season. And Chris Watson, who's also, I understand, may be signing for Doncaster soon. And that's a kick for touch. Well, after 11 minutes, it's 6-0, and so far, not a great flowing game from Salford. There are too many drop passes in there. They've lost the scrum. There's Kevin Holmes off the wing. And Tony Miller taken down well there. And Salford under siege here from the amateurs. With a kick up. Kevin takes it under pressure. And Salford now having to battle the way out of defence. There's Shane Hansen. Oh, and there's Booze breaking right through, clear. And Kerry will probably score. Kerry will score. No danger there. And that's a typical run from Kerry. It was Bleaser's breakthrough, the centre of the field. Completely broke through the defence, waited his time, and there was Kerry to take the ball on and zoom over. Kerry's second kick for this time to convert his own try. And that's it, it's 12-0. Cutsyke make their way back to restart, but there they see the obvious differences in pace there, which was revealed when Salford made that break and Kerry ran onto the ball. Cutsyke team were way behind. Well, that was a mistake at the kickoff. Two players and neither of them cleared just who was going to take the ball. So he's given a free kick for something in the tackle by Rick Waddle, and they're going to go for goal. So Trevor Dubb, the fullback, one of three brothers on the Cutsyke team, but only two of them out here today. Brother Tony is playing on the wing. And missed that. Gathered by Tex Evans over the line and driven out to the 22-metre line. There's Ian Shedder. And that is Shane Hansen, half break. Cassidy. Ooh, that was a poor pass, but had to hold up to take that pass. And that's Ian Blease kicking for touch. Fullback comes inside and is taken by Hadley. And that's his brother, Tony Duff. And there's Chris Watson going through again, direct from the acting half-back position. So knock on, it's a bit carelessness there. Some of the passing's a bit now, yes, there's Tony Howard going through. A good tackle there from the standoff Wilkinson. Another. And there's Shane Hansen. Now the Salford need to get away from that ruck and spread the ball. At the moment some of the passing is a bit chancy. And there's Hadley, a long pass from Cassidy. Coming along here. And Kerry attempted there to go through the gap, knowing that Cutsyke players were coming forward. Oh, and there's that pass was knocked down by a Cutsyke player, so I think that will be a scrum down with Salford's put in. And there's the ball out. Well, it touched the... And that was a brilliant move. That was a brilliant move. The ball out of the scrum. Tex Evans began to make his way across field as the ball came out. It's a planned move, and there you see took it in the centre position and sent Hadley over. Yes, that's and he's missed that one. A good kick, good attempt, but from the touch line, but missed. And after 20 minutes, the score is now Salford 16, Cutsyke 0. There's some beta lads in this Cutsyke pack. Number 10, number 8, number 12. Big lads. Now another kick-off. That one's taken without any mistake. And there's Shane Hansen breaking 2 tackles, and Tony Miller takes him down. And that's Ian Shaddett making a powerful drive forward. Now Blease. And that's Arthur Bradshaw, almost breaking. Chris Watson, the hooker for Cutsyke, is injured in that tackle. And there's Hadley again. Yes, pass inside, went to ground. Another pass, Salford pass going to ground and gathered by Cutsyke. Full back Dove.
Get him onside, referee!
That's a bad pass. Oh, let's see that coming off. Knock on. It's a basketball type pass overhead, but at least it was trying to keep the ball alive. And it's Salford scrum. There's a man down there. They're selling the referee. He's not. And Salford whizzing that ball about now. There's a good tackle that jolted the ball out of Tony Howard's hand. Oh, and Salford won that ball. Well, I don't know. His first signal was that it had gone backwards, and then and it's Cutsyke's ball. And there's the full back up in the line. No way through there for Morgan. There's a scrum half. Jinking and dodging his way through. We're coming to the end of this series of tackles. He's going to have to kick. He's got that ball out, has he? Oh, and he's dropped that ball, and Tony Howard picked it up, snapped it up, and Salford's back on attack here. Kicked through. He's given a free kick because the ball was kicked through, wasn't actually on the ground. In actual fact, there's not much percentage in kicking at the ball, at the play of the ball. You may as well let the tackle go. Kenny's having a go to make this 18-0. Has he got this one? No, he's missed that one, and it's taken by Cutsyke over the line and driven out. And a good run out there. Well, after 25 minutes, there's been a lot of mistakes, and both sides have been making them. And there's Evans making his way there. A good run there by Evans. Strong run. strong run. David fell. Oh, and that was touched by a Salford player. He's gone over the head. It was touched first by Cutsyke, and then by a Salford player into touch. So it's Cutsyke's scrum, and again, it's mistakes and misdirected passes that's dominating this half. And Cutsyke driving to the 22. And that's another drop ball. That's been a 26 minutes of drop passes and drop balls. Free kick is given, scrum offence. Halfway line, launching an attack into Salford's territory from that free kick.
Come on, side!
Tony Miller
Come on!
drives through strongly. Crossweight.
Let's go.
So it's still crossweight on attack here in Salford's territory. There's Tony Miller again. Good run. So unfortunately, nobody was really there backing him. And it's the sixth tackle. David fell. Takes it. And he's tackled inside the 22 metre, and there's Adrian Hadley coming through strongly there. And that's a good strong run by the winger. And there's Blease making more ground, getting towards the halfway line. There's Shane Hansen. And there's Mickey Waddle striding through. And another drop pass. So it's got to be a scrum here. Well, I think Kevin Tamati will have something to say to the Salford team at half-time over the number of movements that have broken down with players dropping the pass. It's Cutsyke again now on attack. Oh, and that's another drop ball. Play on, says the referee. Advantage has gone to Salford. Should punch hard there, dropping that ball. There's... Oh, yes, nice. Yeah. There's Kerry now to Cassidy. Back to Kerry. Please. Salford still throwing the ball about. It's the vital last pass often that's the disastrous one. And that's a kick through. Six everybody's going for it. And it's gone dead. It's gone dead. Nice little kick through there though. And it's been put out by the Cutsyke player, so it's a drop out under the sticks. There is Bradshaw taking that. Go here to Hansen. Hansen breaks a tackle before he stopped. And now there's Martin Burkett trying to make his way through. Mark Lee, onto Worrell. That was a nice move there. Lees was well tackled from a good move. Good pass by Mark Lee again, and there's Worrell. Oh, slips, and it's the last tackle. I think Salford will play the ball here.
Lovely tackle!
And that's a nice tackle there from Cutsyke and a handover. And Salford not finding it the romp that everybody forecast here against this amateur team, Cutsyke. And that's a good break by Cutsyke. And there's a chase here. It's a chase here, but Tex Evans has got it well. Yes, that was a well-judged kick. And at that play the ball was rolled back by Cutsyke player, and in recovering it, Salford knocked it on. So Cutsyke have the advantage here. They were put in right on the Salford line. And Richard Punchard tried to make his way on his own to the line. The ball should go out now. Now this individual drive by Wilkinson. And there's 3 tackles gone. And he's another.
Well done, Tony!
But it's a bit one-manish. They'll have to. Now that's a bit better. It's going wider. And it's the last tackle as the player is taken almost on the line. And that ball has been lost, and Salford have recovered it. And there are 3 occasions in which Salford have been in trouble because they're not being careful enough to play the ball. They're allowing the Cutsyke players to stab at it. Now they kick it or hook it back. Cassidy. And that ball's gone again. A lot of really careless passing going on out there. And I think Shane Hansen got a knock in that exchange over there. And Salford still pending their own quarter there. There's Arthur Bradshaw making a very strong run. Salford not having it easy by any means against this amateur team. And there's Tex Evans taking that ball well. And there's Martin Burkett who's going to score from that move. And when Salford do hold the passes, it's ominous each time for the Cutsyke team. It's the drop passes that have held up this game quite a lot, but there the passes were taken well, sharply. good backing up, and Martin Burkett scored. Steve Kerry with the conversion attempt. 20 points to 0 after 35 minutes. Only 5 minutes to half time. And he's missed that one too. So it remains at 20. And most people anticipated that there would be a far bigger score at this stage in the game. Is that right?
Yes, it's definite. The score sheets and that, some people have put 100 odd to 0 and that. They might not have scored yet, like, but it's showing promise.
He's certainly doing better than last season when we had the Bisons here, and they were not a bad outfit. But I must say, Cutsyke are doing at this stage better than Bisons were doing in the preliminary round, or first round of the cup. It was actually last season.
Couldn't play for it.
Yeah. Oh, and there's
a lot of teams will be playing second division. They usually 50, 40 points in front right now.
And that's Blease injured in that tackle. Cassidy. Oh, that ball's gone the ground again. Another poor pass and another mistake by Salford on attack. To Punchard, going to Tony Miller. Good. And Salford having to defend a lot more than they expected, mainly because of their own mistakes on attack. There's Aidy Hadley. Kerry. Oh, lovely passing move there. Lovely move. And that was a bad tackle on Tex Evans. It was a bad tackle on Tex Evans, that off the ball. Mr. Waite is getting 10 minutes in the sin bin. So Cutsyke now got to play 10 minutes, a minute of this half and 9 minutes of the second half with 12 men. And there's Shane Hansen driving. And there's Ian Sheddock caught in two minds there. It's going here to Blease, I think. No, Mark Lee's taken down. Nobody was really coming properly, but there's Burkett again. Oh, that was another. And yet another drop ball. It's a Punchard taken down from the scrum. Ian Sheddock takes him down. Good powerful tackle, good run by the Cutsyke prop. Hooter for the half-time, and I would say no very satisfactory 40 minutes. Far too many mistakes and drop passes. I'm sure Salford will put it all together in the second half, because there doesn't look to be any real threat on attack from the Cutsyke team. They're doing a very good job knocking Salford about, and maybe that's why they're making so many mistakes.
Steve Gibson, thanks very much for having a chat with us. How are you seeing this afternoon's game?
Yeah, it was the way we thought it was going to go. Salford are going to have a victory for sure. They're just maybe getting one or two passes are slipping away when they're trying a little bit too much.
And full credit though to the amateur team. I mean, they're putting up a good performance.
Yeah, well, their defence, they've had to do a lot of tackling in their own 25, and they've come up trumps on a lot of occasions where they've tackled them for the 6, and I think Salford had 2 or 3 handovers in their 25 area, so it's all credit to them.
Yeah, but it's been, I think, a very encouraging display from Cutsyke, but Salford have stuck to it, like you said. What do you reckon will happen in the second half? Will they make the 50, do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's going to be hard for them. They've got another 10 minutes to go with only 12 men. I'd say if Salford get that final pass work, and they'll probably run away with the game.
Right, and we're sorry to hear about your injury. How long do you think it'll be that you'll be out of action?
Well, I'm saying 3 weeks, but I hope it's not that long, but okay. 3 weeks at the longest, I hope.
Yeah. Well, we all wish you well. We want to see you back out there as soon as possible, because we love to see you running. It gives us all heart up here, you know. What about the rest of the season? Are you starting to think about 28 matches and 28 victories? Is it too early to think like that?
No, well, that's definitely what we're thinking. If we go through undefeated and win at Old Trafford, I'd say it'd be a fairly good year for us.
Oh, that'd be great, that, wouldn't it? We'd all look forward to
maybe
that.
a bit of a cup run in between.
It's tremendous. Well, all I can say, Steve, is that it's our pleasure to see the lads playing every week. We really appreciate coming to watch Salford, as we have done over the years, to see a team scoring tries. I know I'm supposed to be interviewing you, but let me just say this, because you can pass it on to your teammates, that seeing you down there scoring the tries week after week is a real pleasure to us, and we wish you every success for the remainder of the season.
Well, we know, Steve, that it is second division, but no matter what you're playing, it's winning's what it's all about, and we're doing that, so I hope we're happy and you're happy.
Well, I certainly am, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of us when we say that. Thanks very much, Steve.
Very good, thank you.
Well, here we are ready to kick off the second half. We can't pick out any changes on the Salford team. Cutsyke starting the second half with only 12 men because their number 8 weight was sin-binned just on the interval hooter. It was a good spirited performance from Cutsyke in the first half, and indeed in restraining and stopping Salford scoring more than 20 points was something that not many second division teams have done. So a tremendous start from them, a great tackling stint at the vital stages. From Salford's point of view, 1 or 2 passes went to ground when try-scoring opportunities emerged. But we're in for a good second half. It's Salford 20, Cutsyke 0 at this moment in the first minute of the second half, as Salford gets the first penalty. The referee deciding that the Cutsyke player was stopping Salford from playing the ball. So it's Kerry going to have a kick at goal, or is it? No, he's not. He's going for touch, to the somewhat ironic cheers from the crowd. Perhaps the cheers a little bit harsh, because I think what might be on for Kerry this season is the distinction of a record. That is the record number of goals for a second division goal scorer. 167 was the record set last year, and with Kerry's scoring rate at the moment and the try scoring of Salford, then anything's possible. But there's a number of drop balls then. I think when Salford think about that, they'll be disappointed to lose balls in that situation. Salford using their strength and winning that ball from the scrum. But look at that, that's tremendous credit to Cutsyke. That was a great scrum. And now there's a break on, and the ball nearly went out to the right wing. Well, that was a tremendous pick-up by Simpkins, and a great run forward to him. Cutsyke certainly not in any way disgraced this afternoon. In fact, quite the opposite. Tremendous credit to the amateur game. They've had to win a lot of games to get to this stage of the competition, and certainly show why they must be one of the better amateur teams around in this season. That's a good kick, pushing back deep. David Fell taking his time. Went over to Kerry. Kerry, well tackled. Cutsyke defensive line was up very fast then and prevented Salford from making any yards. And again, it's another good tackle on Hadley, bringing him down. Still Salford inside their own half. Oh, Worrell handing off, going straight. Not quite able to get the pass out. Ian Blease, the hat-trick man on Tuesday night. Not on the score sheet today yet. Oh, it's going out right. It's Arthur Bradshaw in that unaccustomed three-quarter position. Oh, that's a good deceptive kick, but it's out on the full. What do you think of the start of this half, Jim?
Well, they started as they did most of the first half. Salford's first 2 attacks were spoiled by drop passes, and it's a turnover on the last tackle because Cassidy failed to get it into touch. He went out on the full, but Salford are a bit careless at the moment, Steve.
Yeah, and here's Cutsyke showing that any carelessness in rugby league and it'll get punished. One or two drop balls. Steve, got Steve Gibson stayed with us to take us through the second half. Is Cutsyke still holding their own?
Well, yeah, they're putting pressure on in defence, and as you say, they're coming up with the ball. It's been a good start for them in the second half. It's been Salford making all the mistakes, and it's them that are coming forward down the pitch.
And that was a good kick into no man's land. Hadley taking his time, making sure that he picked it up cleanly. Tony Howard, it's good to see him getting a chance in the first team. Gail Fillin's got his injured toe. And that's a good pass along the line. And Arthur Bradshaw dodging and weaving. Back to Lee. On to Kerry, round to Hansen. Oh, this is good play from Salford. And he's still passing it round. Not making a decisive break. But the ball going through several pairs of hands before Sherritt was halted. And there's Lee going now. And then passes on to Worrell. Worrell on his own. Support not able to get up with him fast enough. It was a good break from Worrell. Good interplay between Lee and Worrell. To Kerry. The ball's going to come over left. On to Blease. Blease on to Fell. Oh, what a beautifully timed pass that was from Blease. Blease drew his man, and it was David Fell playing in his unaccustomed position of full-back, was there to take that pass and do what he's done so many times this season and go over about halfway from the post to the line. How do you see that one, Steve?
Yeah, it's their defence is solid near the line. It's when Salford have been scoring tries on the break, and that was from about 30, 40 yards out. Mark Lee started with a good move, and it was just from the play of the ball that they were outnumbered, and a try was inedible.
So Kerry with the kick. That's a good kick. Good direction between the posts. 2 more points to Salford. That's 26 points to 0. Into the second half. That was nice play between the Salford players. Leon to Worrell from the play of the ball. Blease drawing the men in and timing his pass perfectly to Fell, who was there to go on unopposed. 6 minutes into the second half, and for the first time we're seeing Cutsyke very slow to come back to get this kick off. But it's an interesting one, and Martley quickly taken down by Tony Miller. So pass is going astray. Drop ball, and it's Cutsyke to put the ball into this scrum. And that was a half break. Difficult man to bring down, Wilkinson. But Cassidy got him down and then handed him off. Referee says play on. And again, that's the full-back. One of the Dove brothers in the line. And this Cutsyke going now. Cutsyke playing with the same sort of spirit that they've seen all the game. And I'm sure that it'll be a tremendous achievement for them to score a try. But that was a nice run-around move with again a man on the. Oh, that was a great play between 12 and 13, Crossweight and Miller. Great interchange. The ball has to come over right. But Punchard's taken down by the Salford tacklers, Hansen and Blease on the 25. Now, is this going to be a kick? Yes, it's over into the space. Hadley takes it comfortably, but is soon put down by Watson. And ironic cheers as the referee is taken down. So Salford still having to work hard to bring this ball away. And Arthur Bradshaw bringing it clear to the 25 line. Cutsyke doing a tremendous job here. Salford have gone through 4 tackles and not been able to break over the 25. But now there's a chance on. It's Blease. Blease out to Howard. Well, that was a high tackle by Steels, the number 10, just when there was a scoring opportunity on for Salford, and the ball goes down. So Howard's up. It was a high tackle from Steels, but he's not been sin-binned. In fact, he's not even been penalised. So perhaps we can have a look at that again on the replay and see what happened. That's most unusual for a player to be cautioned and not concede a penalty. But that was a good scrum from a Salford point of view. How did you see that incident, Jim?
Yes, it was clearly it wasn't just a high tackle, it was a bit of a punch as well, and I don't know quite why the referee seemed to indicate that perhaps Tony Howard was overdoing it, but I don't know what he's given there either, Steve, but it's another scrub. Another lost ball.
Yes, I think he thought that perhaps it was Bradshaw who knocked on. Cutsyke winning the ball from that scrum. It's a bit bunched at the moment. But a good determined drive from Fazza. Salford have got the work cut out here, by no means a pushover this game. They're finding it more difficult to score than they did. That's a good tackle from Hansen. They're finding it more difficult to score against Cutsyke than they were against Runcorn on Tuesday night. And that's a nice pass on Rella Telegraph, that pass from Crossweight. But the ball was well taken by Wilkinson. Now the kick. High. Oh! And at the second attempt it was Howard who got there. He caught it at the second attempt before the ball went to ground. So it's Salford in possession, trying to bring it clear. Sherritt, good driving run, strong man, taking 3 tacklers to bring him down. Cutsyke now back to full strength. Howard with the ball. He's a strong lad, and that was almost a good try and score an opportunity pass. Hadley's kept the ball alive, and now it's Kerry. Oh, just tripping at the last minute. But that was good play from Howard when he was tackled. He saw that there was the chance to get the ball away, and it just went behind Hadley. Now Worrell, difficult to put down, going on his own, but it's Hadley. Will he go around the outside? Well, he has done, but he's not been able to get away. Cutsyke tackling well, and it was Watson that time who was bringing it down. The kick from Cassidy. Oh, well taken by Holmes on the left wing for Cutsyke, under the pressure of Evans bearing in. Second half following the same pattern as the first, Steve.
It is their defence, as you say, they've got the 13 men back on the field now, and they're making Salford run this way and that way without actually going forward. Still the ball's being thrown about by Salford, but there's a mistake by them. That might get a position for Salford to go on with.
Yep, and there's big overlap on this left-hand side that we can see from up here. And there's Fell in the line again, and Howard. But good cover defence from Watson, just smothering the player and preventing him getting the pass out to Hadley. So Cutsyke were... Oh, and what a tackle that was. That was a tremendous tackle from Holmes, knocking down Lee, who dropped the ball. So it's Cutsyke defending very, very well, with a lot of spirit and determination and enthusiasm. 3 tries last Tuesday. We can't praise him enough for those. Onto Hansen. Over the line. And there's the extra man. There's Evans, but he comes back inside. Then he goes outside. And he's on a chase for the line. Oh, and he passed the ball out to that man Fell on the end of yet another pass.
He read that very well. I thought Tex was going to go the whole way, but they had him covered. It was good work by Tex to straighten up, and as you say, David Fells just happened to be the right man at the right time, and he's clocked up his 14th try for the season.
Yep. One more, yeah, it might be 15, yes. So perhaps when we've got a couple of visitors from Cutsyke with us, and would you lads like to tell us how you see your team's performance today?
I think we're playing very well. Attack and defence. Defence especially, because we're rock solid at the moment. It's just on these 50-yard breaks and that's on it where they're getting us.
Our attack at the moment is letting us down. We're not capitalising.
No, well that's right. Defensively, you've played as well as many teams that we've seen here this season. Would you like to tell us just how good the team's season has been so far?
It's been very good. We've just lost one game this season in all cup and competition. We won Yorkshire Cup. We're looking forward to playing all other teams in Barley National and all this lot. and hopefully we'll do well. No reason why we shouldn't, right?
Well, that's right.
With today's performance, we should win the National Cup.
We've shown we can do it. I know we haven't scored yet, but at that point we're not disgracing ourselves by this.
Absolutely not. We can see the potential in your team, and we like to wish you all the best for the rest of the season. It's been a great display from you so far, and we've still got the rest of the game to go. Certainly making Salford work hard for the points that they're getting. And here's an opportunity for Cutsyke, going inside. The pass picked up by the scrum half, and he's still passed on to the stand-off. This is a tremendous attack from Cutsyke. Tackle's waved out. Salford players still getting back. Attack taken forward, but certainly good bit of play that, Jim, from Cutsyke.
It's very good bit of sharp passing and not one drop there.
Okay, just outside Salford 25. Nice inside pass. The knockdown. Another six. Tackle's waved out. Ball knocked down by a Salford player.
Go on, Tony!
It's Tony Dove.
Get him, Victor!
Inside the Salford 25. Well, now this is one of Cutsyke's best attacking positions. It's the fifth tackle. Is there a move on? Little kick through. Oh, ball picked up by Salford. Lost. Good bit of play that from Steve, from Cutsyke, Steve.
Oh, they put a bit of pressure on there, Steve said. They're unlucky there. They could have had another 6 goals just to knock on, but as you said, they've had the run and play for the last couple of minutes. Salford's defence has been up to it again, though, which has been the highlight of the season so far, I think.
We've got to change. Sherritt had a knock earlier on, and it's Burgess who's come on to take his place.
Yeah, I think Shane Hanson's carrying an arm too, although he'll have to be broken for him to come off, because it probably is anyway. He's a tough man, Shane, but I said they might be just giving Ian Sherritt a bit of a rest.
Oh, it's nice. Nice to see Burgess back in the action after his injury a couple of games ago. Another Cutsyke ball. Cutsyke monopolising play at the moment. And look at this. Cutsyke players proving as difficult as any that Salford have to play against this season and putting them down. And a good tackle from Howard, though. Now it's going out left. No, he won't do it on his own. That was Punchard that time. And good tackle from Hansen. Round his legs. You see powering runs here from the Cutsyke forwards within 5 yards from the line, and the prop was going to go on his own but hasn't quite made it. Oh, it was Peter Steels who was seeing his chance then on the 6th tackle, trying to catch the Salford defensive line on the hop, but they were up to it and they stopped him inches short of the line. A tremendous period of play from Cutsyke, and it's Salford now with the chance to bring it away, and it's Fell in the unfamiliar position of full-back, bringing the ball clear onto Howard. Now can Salford break out? Clearing run from Burgess. Going back for the kick from Cassidy. Good long kick. Making a good touch. So Salford having to withstand 5 or 6 minutes of good attacking play from Cutsyke. And I think we all have sympathy, but we would like to see Cutsyke score. I think if we say that, Jim, don't think we'd object to seeing Cutsyke score, and it was a big occasion for them. I don't know whether Kevin Tamati would agree with us.
Well, I'm sure Kevin wouldn't, but I'm sure the Cutsyke followers would love to see a score up there. It's a big day today, and they've performed very well for an amateur team. They've tackled ferociously and put Salford under some pressure at times. Unfortunately, they too, as Salford have indeed, have dropped quite a few passes, and it's marred the game somewhat, Steve. You know, the number of mistakes have been made.
Yeah, but it is a cold day. It's overcast. It's dry underfoot, but it's cold. Oh, there's Kerry. He's seen a half chance there. He scored a number of tries from that sort of position this season. But Cutsyke were up to it. And here's Hansen looking for someone to get the ball onto. He has done. And now it's still going out left. Kerry going back the other way. Salford not lined out too clearly on that occasion, but now they are. So the ball must come out left. Burgess in the line. Choosing to hang on because he couldn't quite get his back clear to Blease, but this time it's on to Worrell, and Mick Worrell is there and over. Another good try there, Steve. So it's Kerry with the kick from his favourite side, just outside the 25-yard line, and that's another good kick, no doubt about that. Another good try from Salford, Jim.
Yes, and I should think, you know, close in like that, a big powerful man like Mick should be scoring, but good play, and the Cutsyke defence absolutely overwhelmed by the sheer pace and weight of the attack.
The Salford side, Cutsyke have made a change. They're inevitably going to get all their players on today, but the kick-off goes ahead straight away. 24 minutes gone. It's Salford 36, Cutsyke 0. And look at Evans running powerfully, taking Tattler's several attempts to get him down. And Hansen been a force in this game with his tackling and his strong running. Now it's going crisply, and the ball's still going outright. On to Blease out there. Blease running Blease, and who's with him? Where's the support? He's coming inside. Does he need any support? Couldn't quite get the clean pass away into the open situation, and again full credit to Cutsyke for running back and tackling clear, but now there's possibilities. Bradshaw picked that difficult pass up, going through on his own. Fearless Arthur running at them. But still Salford going out left now. Back inside. Shane Hansen driving forward. It's the fifth tackle. Going out right, little kick from Cassidy. Oh, different back. Oh, and Blease jumping high to take that one, but the referee deciding that Blease was offside. That would have been a tremendous try, that one, Steve.
I thought they should have run it, but as you say, I won't know until I see it again whether he was offside or not, but the kick was judged to perfection. As you say, Blease jumped high to collect it, and it would have been a lovely try if it had come off.
It certainly would. A sort of jump that will put him in goal for any football team, that one, Jim.
Yes, it was well taken. The referees drew that the man was offside, so it was a nice kick, stabbed into the ground, and it bounced up. Took it like a goalkeeper.
Now the change, it's Shane Hansen. Steve Gibson with us was picking out that that Shane Hansen had a knock earlier on, so Hansen's gone off and it's Williams who's come on. Which means it's Hadley there in the middle who's gone into the forwards. There's so many options on this Salford squad, and we've got two wingers who can both play in the forwards. It gives Kevin Tamati the sort of options that many of his counterparts really would love to be in. In fact, I think there's every other manager. Oh, there's a drop ball, so it's Williams with his first chance. I think perhaps every other manager in the second division would like to be in Tamati's position. The Salford team going strong in the league, unbeaten so far. You know, with a squad that seems so far to have been able to cope with anything the second division can offer. Little risky passes there. But Salford got away with them. There's Worrell going through again. And he's pleased. He's seen the gap. He's powering forward. But the Cutsyke defence wouldn't let him go. Now, onto Worrell. Can't power his way over. Turning. 6 men round him. Now that's drawn in the Cutsyke defence. There must be a chance on the wide out. Oh, and it is. It's Peter Williams taking a very good long pass. Going in quite epically. Plan move there, Steve.
Yeah, I think it was Martin Burkett actually. It was their defence was jamming to play the ball. There was no way up the middle. It was Mark Lee, who can read a game of rugby league, seen what was on out wide, and just popped the simplest ball over to Martin Burkett, who won't get a much easier than that.
It's a difficult kick for Kerry on the touchline. He struck it well, but it goes out in front. Good thinking from Salford there, Jim. Good pass out to Burkett to go in.
Yes, and when they do that, when they were all bunched in defence as they should have been, they were waiting for a short one, and bring a nice long pass out that just broke the defence easily for Martin Burkett's try.
So at the start of this half we saw Salford try, and then we saw a series of plays from Cutsyke where they put on the pressure. But after the pressure from them, which didn't bring a try, we've seen Salford showing the difference between the two teams, and that is their strength and power and teamwork, which you would expect them to show. And they've come back and scored 3 tries in quick succession. And there's Hardley in the forward showing, look, oh! As he got up, he put the ball down to play the ball, and he was upended again, so that was certainly a penalty. So Hadley in the forwards has the strength to break through and run clear. Okay, good kick. Good high kick, making absolutely certain. To Howard with a run. He's impressed, Howard, has it? His first appearance this season for the first team. And that was a good move. And look how difficult Hadley is to bring down. With men round him, he still runs forward. He stays upright, running forward. And Worrell have been even more conspicuous since he scored his try, looking for another one. Now Salford line out well. There's a gap overlap here on the left. There are men over. It's going a long way, and lovely move. And now there's 3-2, but he goes back inside. And then Blease, and there's a clear run for the line. Oh, but the referees pull them back. It's Williams going back, taking back to pull back. Peter Steels. Great recovery from Salford. Great play from Cutsyke. And Peter Williams is helping him up, helping to carry him back. Isn't it good to see that sort of sportsmanship on the field? Tremendous applause from the fans for that, Steve, and rightly so.
Yeah, very much so. I think Peter Williams is the only one that didn't hear the whistle. I'm sure number 10 knew and slowed down to let Peter catch him.
I don't know whether Peter would agree with you saying that. But, and that was a nice play from Cutsyke. But the scrum half was on a dummy run, taking 2 Salford players with him, and the ball was on the right wing. And now, with their 2 substitutes on, Cutsyke coming to life again. Perhaps if there hadn't been an infringement, perhaps if it hadn't been a forward, Cutsyke might have had a good breakaway try there, Jim.
Yes, although I really think that it was asking a lot for a prop forward to run that full length of the field with the speedy backs chasing him. It was a very good run, and a bit nearer the line he may have made it. Lining out well, nice little kick through and a chase forward, almost got the ball, but Howard picked that up very well. Very difficult to pick that ball up with a man bearing down him like that, but he picked it up cleanly, giving Salford possession. David Fell
going out through the middle and then coming out left. And Hadley not needing 4 men round him. Difficult man to bring down. Whether he's on the wing or in fact now there's room over. Men lined up to take the ball. Burgess hung on, but it's going out right this time. Cassidy and Kerry. Bradshaw. Peter Williams, unlucky, trying to get the ball out over the top, and the pass was knocked down by the Cutsyke players. And there's Peter Williams chasing back. No, it wasn't, it was Burkitt, but now Cutsyke still wanting to go forward. Drawing a man inside. But the winger taking the ball at second attempt.
Come on, Salford. Up the end. Let him get up, play for you.
Just outside the Salford 25. Tomlinson looking to go through. Going for the kick. Who wants the kick? Plenty of time. Only it's a drop goal attempt, but it's just going out to the left of the post. So it's Salford with the tap. 40 points to 0. And it's Evans doing it on his own. He wants to take them all on. It's tremendous to see that sort of enthusiasm. Oh, look at Worrell on the outside and on to Bradshaw. This is the lovely right wing break. And it's Arthur Bradshaw in his unaccustomed right wing position. Is that Tex Evans man of the match, Steve?
Yeah, they just named it. He's had a pretty solid game. He had a really good first half, Tex, and he's the only mistakes he's made is where there's been bad balls thrown at him. I think he deserved it. They're looking a bit lively out here now. Salford starting to throw the ball around.
That's right across the line, then over this side. Peter Williams not quite able to get the pass out. Well, there's Hadley. What's he going to do? Is he thought about going on his own? Salford spread out across the field. Good long passes. And over to Mick Worrell. And on to Burkitt in the line. Over to, good heavens, who's that new right winger we have out there? Another good team try.
Yeah, it's the flying Arthur Bradshaw that was the end of that ball. Salford wore him ragged over the set of 6 they had. It started with Tex tapping the ball and making his 10 or 12 yards, and they went from left to right and back again. It was Arthur who was standing out where maybe Tex should have been, but he'll be happy about that.
Good to see Arthur Bradshaw out there instead of Tex Evans scoring that one, Jim.
Yes, and Arthur Bradshaw's had a magnificent game again. I'm sure that he's well at the top of the tackle count, so well over 35 tackles he's made in this game, and he's made some quite telling runs through the defence too.
Whilst we've just been talking about that, it's Arthur Bradshaw's actually gone off. He came back from his try and looked as though he needed some attention. So we hope that's nothing serious, especially after making such a tremendous effort to score that try. He ran it in like a winger at tremendous speed. So it's Hansen who's come back on. And straight in the play to Hadley. And Hadley, almost a good pass. Down, it was good to get the ball out. Unfortunately, it was a bit too low, but Williams... But Mick Worrell, or was it Williams, actually kicked the ball, and so Salford retained possession. It wasn't a knock on. And now it's going right over. Oh, and that's a rare error from Martin Burkitt, dropping the ball. So it's Salford 44. And we've had 9 tries this afternoon from them, 4 goals from Steve Kerry, and there are perhaps just 2 or 3 minutes left for play. It's been a very enjoyable cup match. 20 points to 0 at half time. For Cutsyke, I suppose this is their Wembley, and they certainly not disgraced themselves. Cutsyke win the ball again. Cutsyke come with a tremendous record for any team this season in their leagues and cup competition. They've lost only one game all season, and the more the game's gone on, the more you can understand why. Their defence has been first class on attack. They've shown that they've got the ideas and determination, and not less of skill. And look at that! Look at that! Well, isn't that a tremendous finale to the game? What a tremendous play! Tremendous play! I mean, you've got to really give them full credit for that one, Steve.
Yeah, I think they just say they deserve it. They've tried hard for 79 minutes of rugby league, and they've been rewarded with probably one of the guys I think's had been one of their better players, the number 10. He's run hard and strong, and he's found himself out wide running onto a good ball, and he's had the power to get over in the corner. Good on him.
Listen to the applause from the fans. That's good support, good sportsmanship from all the supporters. Supporters giving them one of the loudest cheers of the days. And the supporters don't mind the opposition scoring a try, particularly in these sort of situations. Was a good try, Jim.
It was, and when he ran onto the ball, there was no question. He ran from deep. It was a good passing movement, a long pass out to the player who was on the wing, and he ran onto it well, and that was it. They were in the corner, and they were delighted. You would have thought it was the winning try. The way the Cutsyke players reacted, very proud to have scored the try at this game.
And I think it's nice. It's very fitting and great sportsman applause from the whole of the Salford crowd. It's right on in the last minute of the game, 44 points to 4. Let me just say thanks, Steve, for sitting with us, and we hope that your injury gets better. We hope to see you out there as soon as possible, particularly for the cup games. I mean, we hope that Backley's going to be a victory, and then who knows after that.
Yeah, I said it'd be good to have a good run in the cup. Maybe it won't do us any harm to get ourselves against first division opposition again, just so we can size up how well we are really going at this stage. It's been a good game. They just said that they've scored. Whether they'll be totally impressed, the coaching staff, with that display, I'm not real sure. As far as my injury goes, I think I'd rather play the game than watch it 100 times over.
Well, we'd love to see you down there. Jim, do you want to wrap that one up for us?
Yes, well, I'd say that's a match played in good sporting spirit, and a lot of mistakes, a lot of drop balls, but at the end of the day, Cutsyke have really done themselves proud and done their hometown proud, but the performance they put up, I can see that they'll be quite a force in the amateur game, and certainly their fans can be very pleased with the way in which they've performed for them here today. That means that Salford will play Batley here a week on Sunday in the first round proper, the February the 10th. 40 points to 4. With 9 tries and only 4 goals scored today.